You know, yes.
Damn it.
In the beginning of a YouTube video, that is a Grizzly production. So what was that all about? Yeah.
As in first, it should be movie maker.
Okay.
For people
Okay.
the way they know.
Yeah.
For people the way they know. Movie
Okay.
maker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was movie maker. After movie maker, I moved to Sony Vegas.
Okay.
Mhm. After Sony Vegas, then I moved to Premiere, and I've been with Premiere for as long as I can remember.
So we're just going to dive straight into the interview. So I'll first start by asking you some questions because like with these interviews, we like to go down to before you were known and before you were famous and before you had the high quality which you have today. So like I've done a lot of research dug into here like 8 years back and stuff. So I'll be asking you questions from then. Yeah. So the first question I want to ask is you recently put up this post on Instagram where you were thanking your mother and basically for buying your first camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why did she decide to go that mile to buy your first camera? Was it that she saw your interest, or why did she do that?
Yeah. Basically, she did. She saw my interest.
Mm,
Uh, like I mentioned, that was in 2012.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I had started developing interest for video production
Mm,
uh, since like 2005, I think. Yeah,
mm,
so between 2005 right up to 2012, basically 2012 was when I graduated from the university.
okay.
Yeah, at that point I was free enough to let's say start a real career in it because between 2008 that I really started doing video production for people, not just
Mm,
my stuff and all that. Between 2008 to 2012, I was, like I mentioned, I was hiring equipment and all that. So when I graduated from the university, I had ample time to invest time in my career. So that's when she as well saw the necessity to
mm.
help me as well. Well, that's basically it.
Okay. So what did you study in the university?
I studied. I did the bilingual series, English and French, translation and interpretation.
Okay. Okay. So before getting into the university to do what you were studying, did you already
Uh-huh.
know that when I graduate, I'm going to go into video production?
Um, Honestly, when I got in, okay, for example, when I got into the university,
Mm,
the plan was to become an interpreter.
okay.
Yeah, a translator and an interpreter. Not necessarily my plan, but that was more of my dad's plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it as well. Yeah, because I loved French and all that. So when I got into the university, that was in 2000 and I think 2006. If I
Mm-hmm.
remember well, 2006, 2007. When I was getting to the university, the plan was to end up being an interpreter. Yeah,
Okay.
so along the line, I had my love for video production, but since I really did not see myself into it because of the financing,
Mm,
I didn't have money for gear, cameras, even getting a good machine to edit videos and all that. I really did not see a future in that.
yeah.
But 2007, 2008, 2008, I think 2008 is basically when I got into university, I had access more to internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I could learn basic editing and all that. So that's when the love and that how can I put it? I started seeing that there was actually a possibility. Yeah, there was
Mm.
actually a possibility of me, yeah, of me getting into it fully. So all through when I was in university, I was learning basic editing, a little of directing, manipulating cameras, and all that. Mhm.
Okay.
So along the line, when I got to, let's say, around 2009, 2010, I was not still focusing on becoming that translator and interpreter. Honestly, I was
Mm.
focused on finishing with the university. That's what I just wanted. I just
Yeah.
wanted to finish with the university and and dive into it. So
Yeah.
when I finished with the university, luckily, my mom saw that along the line I had already developed love for video production
Mm.
and as well saw some of the results because between 2000, I think between 2009, let's say between 2010, 2011, 2012, I
Mm.
started yielding some positive results. Like, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
was able to people were able to trust me with your work. And my mom said, okay, he's doing what he loves, and I'm seeing I'm seeing a little bit of results from whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I can help him and basically starting his career. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. At that point in time,
Mhm.
was your dad on board, or was it like, you know what, he has given me the degree, so let me just let
Uh,
him do what he wants to do?
at that point in time, he too was beginning to see reason. If I can put it
Mm.
that way, it's not like he was 100% okay that all right, you're done with the university, move on with whatever degree you've been working for, maybe take it to a higher level with
Mm.
education. But he saw that I had already diverted my attention and I was putting my all my energy in that.
Mm.
So he came to accept it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like he was completely against it. He already
Yeah.
was the results and he just came to accept it and gave me their support.
Okay, awesome. So you started YouTube when YouTube was not the YouTube of today. Because I went to your channel, I saw videos
Yeah.
from way back. Yeah. So at that
All
point
right.
in time, what was the plan? Was
Good.
it what was the plan? Was it I'm going to put up videos, somebody discovers my talent and assists me? Like what was the plan at that point in time?
Yeah, that was basically the plan.
Mm.
Honestly, like you said, I did start YouTube as early as I can remember. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, maybe 2006, 7 stuff.
Yeah.
Because around then, 2005, 2006, that's when I started learning basic editing. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, whatever I tried editing, I was just excited. I just put it up on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and just put it up there. I didn't even know how it works. I just know that okay, upload a video to YouTube and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe wait for people to search for something similar to
Yeah.
that and follow the video and stuff. So I just produced whatever random content I could produce and put it up on YouTube. I just let it be.
Mm.
So there was not really a plan or anything. It
Mm.
was just putting something out there and hoping someone sees it. All right, that's
Yeah.
it. Putting something out there
Okay.
and hoping someone sees it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this gaming video you put up. It has close to 1 million views.
Yeah. More than a million views.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also one thing. Uh, I started more as a gamer, if I can put it that
Mm.
way. Yeah, I started more as a gamer, meaning I love video games, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when I started, the content I could easily have access to was just playing video games and recording how I'm playing. I put it up on the internet. I
Mm.
don't know how that video. I have a couple of videos with hundreds of thousands of users. Videos related to video games and all that. So
Mm.
I just wanted to produce content and put it out there. And by then, I was on YouTube and I saw people were doing the same. They would load up a video game and start playing it, record it, and just put it up on the internet and let people watch and see how
Mm.
they played. And it worked. And basically, that's that's just how I started. producing some content. Yeah.
Uh, okay. Okay. So I want to know that moment in time that you got your first check. I'll say first check. That money that was it made you be like, I can really make a living out of this. So can you tell us that story?
uh,
Yeah.
all right, let me see. That should be, I think that should be in 2013, 2014.
Mm,
Yeah, it should be around that period. All
mm,
right. So I had started, I started producing videos, gaining trust and confidence of people because what I was doing was good. So I was kind of, I can say, kind of known in Boya.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, I was kind of known in Boya by then. That's between 2010 to that 11. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I've done a couple of stuff, a couple of free stuff. If I love free stuff,
Okay.
and people appreciated the work I did. And
Mm-hmm,
so I remember just when I got the new camera. Yeah,
mm,
I did a video for MLB.
mm.
Say yes, yes. That was in 2012. So I
Okay.
did that video for MLB, and it was very lovely at that time, and people really appreciated it. So
Mm-hmm,
uh, 20 that was 2012. All right.
mm-hmm,
So in 2013, I'll just summarize the story. In
mm,
2013, uh, I got introduced to Wax Day.
mm.
You know Wax Day, right?
Yeah, no accident.
Yeah, in 2013, I got introduced to Wax Day, and I worked on his number one girl show. Yeah, so I
Mm,
was shooting and I was doing the editing as well. So at that point, we'll shoot in Limbe, and when the show got to a level, it
mm.
got to a point where I had to shoot, edit, and move and go to Douala to do the work for it to be published on I think it was Equinox TV by then or something of that sort. So
Okay.
one of those random times when we went there, we went to it Wax Day to Douala. So we went to Douala. Wax Day took me to one of the guys. The guy's name is Naha Risha.
Mm.
Naha Risha was an audio engineer, which means he produced some of the audio jingles of Number One Girl. Right.
Okay.
So on that day we left I think Equinox and we went to the guy's studio because Wax had something to do there.
Mm.
So when we went there, Wax Day just introduced me to the guy and said, this my guy and he does videos, and that's just it. The guy asked me, oh, you do video?
Mm.
What do you do? Can you show me something you've done? So I showed him some of my stuff I'd done and showed him that Melby's video, and he
Mm.
looked at it and he was blown away. So when he looked at it, he loved it. He said, "Wow, wow, wow! You do very, very good job, and this and that and that and that and that." One thing led to another. We exchanged contacts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So through him, since like the top, they say money no dey boya, money dey na diwala.
Yes.
Understand? So they say money no dey, money no dey boya, money na diwala. So he was already getting good checks. Him. So when we exchanged contacts, some of the works he gave me, uh, because probably he would do jingles, just like I said, to do
Mm.
jingles. I usually do animations for jingles, like give me a jingle or create visuals, like create uh, motion graphics, art, and all that to habiller, don't have a
Mm.
habillage
Mm-hmm.
to go with the jingle. So
Okay.
started started that out, and he was doing jingles for Smirnoff, some interesting companies.
Mm.
By then, I wasn't really getting that good money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know how it worked, and I really didn't know how it worked. So uh, later on, there was one time I was there still with him,
Mm.
and I think that should be in 2013, 2014. All right, I was in the studio with him. So there was this guy that came to the studio to with a lady.
Mm.
They had a song which I think they wanted something modified on the song.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the studio there and they were just conversing on everything. And one of them the lady's producer said the lady just came from France and did a video for her song, and she didn't like it. And I think the guys took her money and made a crappy video and gave
Yeah.
to her, and she's really, really not happy and all that and all that. That's what the Risha guy introduced me to the guy, like, oh, okay, this is a video director,
Mm-hmm.
and I showed a couple of my work, and I was like, wow, that's not bad. And the guy said, okay, cool, you can trust him with your work.
Mm.
The guy said, really? He said, yes, you can trust him with your work. I said, okay. And the guy said that the issue was, since the lady was already due to go back to France, we needed to get the project done ASAP, as
Mm.
soon as maybe the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, I said, okay, cool, I can make that possible. It was basically impossible, but I said, okay, I can make it
Mm.
possible. Doing this video is not a simple thing. You need to
Mm-hmm.
sit down, listen to the song a couple of times, draw a concept, do location scouting, all of that. I think that should be a Wednesday,
Mm.
and we discussed it, and all right. He asked how much, asked how much I was going to charge, and I think I don't know if I'm the one who proposed it or it was not my friend Richard, but I don't know. Maybe I think I proposed I think it was like 400,000 francs.
Mm-hmm.
I proposed it, and the guy was like, "Okay, cool." He was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
He was like, "Cool." 400,000 francs for a
Yeah.
video in in 2000 in 2013. 400,000
Ooh.
francs. Honestly, truth is, I the at that point the most paid video I did was like 80,000 francs. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest, yeah, and I'm talking about a music video because I
Yeah.
remember when I was working with that guy when I was doing the jingles, he usually paid me 50,000, 100,000, just in
Mm.
between that range.
Mm.
So I proposed the guy 400,000 francs. The guy was like, "Cool, all right," but point is we are in a hurry to get this done, and
Yeah.
you need to do it by tomorrow. I told him, okay, no, tomorrow is not possible. You give me that tomorrow to
Mm.
make the arrangements for everything, and the
Mm-hmm.
following day they'll come. So
Mm.
I told him, give me 2 days, and told him there was not a possibility for us to shoot it in Douala because by then I did not know anything about Douala. I told him that the
Yeah.
only way I can make it possible if I go back to Boya and I make my arrangements for everything to be done in Boya. So he
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, cool. That's how I got
Oh.
paid 100,000. Actually, it was like a dream. You
Yeah.
know what it means to move from doing videos for like your last paycheck for a video was 80,000 francs, and
Oh my God.
automatically went up 400,000 francs,
Yeah.
which means the that really that made me understand the work I was doing was that valuable. The person could see
Mm-hmm.
what I'd done, and appreciate the level of being willing to pay that price.
Mm.
I understood that, okay, yeah, money do fine work,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yes,
What the four hundred
that
thousand?
yeah, that's just basically that's just basically how the paycheck changed from
Mm.
nothing to something, if I can put it that way.
Yeah. Was this
Yeah,
before or
so
after you shot Tzy Panchak's video for 100,000 francs?
I think that was that should have been before.
Mm.
I I think it should be around that period. I think it should be around that period.
Okay.
Yeah, because it should be that 2014 kind of period like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so it should be around that period. I think so. Hmm.
Okay. So at that point in time, right, your range had gone up. Why did you decide to do it for him for
Um,
the 100,000? Was it like he was a friend, or did you see the talent, or what?
truth is, after everything in, I think it still applies up to now.
Mm.
Uh, there is always a way you assess people.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a way you assess people when you're doing business. Yeah, you know me, I can put it that way. Me, I know who I'm going to charge 3 million francs for a video, and I
Mm.
know who I might say, okay, come and give me 100,000 francs, and I'm going to do your video.
Mm-hmm.
So e- even at that point when I had my price has stepped up, it didn't change the fact that, like I said, they say money dey for Douala. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So truth be told, I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I would not charge everybody the same fee for video.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are people I'll accept them to give me maybe 100,000 francs.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm willing and I'm able, I'll accept it. And there are people that might approach me and I'll say, no, the lowest will be 1 million francs or the lowest will be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just how it is. It just depends on how you connect with people
Mm-hmm.
and the way you access it as well. And as well, what it entails. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
truth be told, it's a little bit that flexible.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's take it back in time to Grisalit production. You know, yes.
Damn it!
In the beginning of a YouTube video, I see Grisalit production. So what was that all about? Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, like I told you, I loved video games. Yeah, I
Mm.
love video games. So I remember there was this video game, I think they call it King of Fighters.
Mm.
Yeah, so I love that game, and there was, when you play video games, there are characters we call bosses, which
Okay.
means shebang on a shape.
Yeah.
Yes. So the shape for that particular King of Fighter 99, the shape for that particular King of Fighter, the guy then being a chrysalid. All
Okay.
right. So the guy was so strong to the
Mm.
point when you play and get to his level, it's almost impossible to beat him.
Yeah.
As in, I played the game for months and months and got to his level, and I was always being beat by him. So that challenge, that difficulty, made me to love that character.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's basically how I adopted the name Chrysalid.
Is that it?
Ay, ay, ay. Chrysalid. Yeah, that name goes way back. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Okay. So
Yeah, yeah, it
you
goes
don't
way
think of
back.
using it again?
Nah, nah,
Ah.
nah, nah, nah. I have just a few old school friends that still call me Chrysalid.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you see someone calling me Chrysalid, it means probably that should be like a primary, secondary school friend, because
Yeah.
I think I left that name around 2016. No, sorry, 2006, 2007, 2008.
Mm.
Some of that sort.
Yeah.
Around there, I left the name from Chrysalid Production, changed to, I used my name. Then I think I think it should be around 2009
Mm.
that I started using Adrenaline Studios, and
Mm.
morphed into from yeah, the name has anyway, it has
Been
been just
changing.
between Chrysalid, not really changing that much. It has been Chrysalid to a point I felt it necessary to for it to be my name so I can
Yes.
be identified to the product. Yeah, and I discovered that very early, because
Mm.
I changed it to my own name, as in not Adrenaline, my real name.
Mm.
I changed it to my real name in maybe 2008, 2009. Yeah, but I don't remember signing a music video Chrysalid Production. No,
Okay.
it ended at the level of the random animations I was doing,
Yeah.
maybe the videos and the rest. Yeah, but when I started with my name, and due to my love for adrenaline, I moved from my name to adrenaline fully.
Okay. Okay. So I when I went through some of your old music videos which you directed and produced, I saw that there were some of the comments which were not very positive, right? Some people were like, you need to do more work. So how did you handle all of that? Did that encourage you or did it discourage you? What was your state of mind? Yeah.
Uh, I guess the negative comments just encourage you to work harder.
Mm.
But I don't know if by then I paid too much attention to YouTube comments. But it's not like
Okay.
now everybody's in comment sections
Yeah.
and all that. But truth be told, the ones that got to me and the ones that even got to me physically from people I
Mm.
meet on a daily,
Mm.
yeah, all the comments. I believe those are what that's what helped to mold me to a better me. So
Okay.
all those negative comments, the positive ones, and all that, I took that and sat back, saw what needed to be worked on, and said, okay, let's work on this and see how it goes. And
Okay.
that's just it.
Okay. So now there's this picture you shared some time back. I think it was during is it Mother's Day or Women's Day, one of those days, of yourself, Magasco's mom and your mom. So
Mm-hmm.
is there a relationship there? Do you people know each other from way back? Like how do those two moms meet?
Not that we know ourselves from way back. I know Magasco. The family is not that close, especially in terms of the family.
Mm,
But due to my relationship with Magasco and the few times we've been able to meet, that picture was taken in Yaoundé. I
mm,
went one time to Yaoundé and decided to pay them a visit at your place. So went there with my mom, had a nice exchange. They cook food and that. So that's just basically it's more of me and Mogasco that know ourselves from way back. Yeah, but the family is not that close.
mm. Okay. Okay. So what
Mhm.
about your relationship with other video directors? Is it like competition or is it like let's work together? You have your own projects, I have my own projects. Like what's the relationship there?
Yeah, that's basically it. You have your projects, I have our projects, and truth be told, there's always going to be competition.
Mm,
Yeah, there's always going to be that underlying competition because it's
mm-hmm,
normal.
mm,
It's that competitiveness that makes us want to get better.
mm,
So there's always going to be competition, but it's not that kind of aggressive competition where you get to the point of maybe saying, "Nah, I don't like this guy It's always that positive competition uh, that makes you want to be better.
mm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's basically it. Well, I've worked with a lot of music video directors. I have a very good relationship with a good 90% of Cameroonian music video directors, the ones that I know. Yeah, we worked on projects. I've been invited to projects. I've invited directors to projects. Worked with yeah most of Cameroonian video directors. I think I've worked with them.
Okay. Okay. So I know like for the movie world they have like a corporation, for the music world they have their own thing. Do you people have like a corporation for music video directors where people sit and decide like, okay, this is how we're going to charge our clients? Because for example, if I come to Mr. Adrenaline and I want to direct a video and he gives me a certain price, and then I go to Dr. Keng and he gives me a more a price which I could handle, I'll go with Dr. Keng.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, so it depends. So do you people sit and make sure like we have our price on the same level so we don't have that people stealing each other's clients or something like that?
Honestly, not necessarily. It's
Mm,
just like I mentioned earlier. Truth be told, the industry is not up to that point where you can say, "All right, let's charge this and let's stand firm on it."
mm,
It's still since it's still growing, you cannot strain it that much.
mm,
So it's not like there is a particular charge that you know if you're going here, you're going to be charged this way.
mm,
No, it's not really like that. It's more like you approaching me,
mm.
and if we connect to a point where we're both comfortable to work and we work. So that's it.
Okay. So I saw some years back you did a short movie. I think it's Job 4K. I think that was the title of the movie.
Yeah, the
But
job. Mhm, yeah.
yeah. So do you see yourself doing more movies, longer movies, getting into the movie industry like really seriously?
I see myself doing more movies. Yeah, not really getting into the movie industry per se as as in moving to the movie industry, but I see myself producing more of my content.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know much about producing for others, but I see myself producing more of my things, just like I did for the job. I see myself producing more of my own content, not just short films as well,
mm,
feature films, and all that. So definitely, I was in planning to produce one, but
mm.
the crisis and everything just mixed up, got everything mixed up. But yeah, I definitely will be doing movies, mostly my own stuff
Mm.
that I'll have my time, sit down, work on, take my time and shoot, not being under the pressure of anybody and all that. So yeah, I'll be doing movies, but it's not full time per se, not shooting movies for people
Yeah.
that much. But sure. I'll be
Okay.
getting into movies. I as well produce. I produce a lot of content,
Mm.
comedies, a lot, a lot, a
Yeah.
lot, a lot. But
Yeah.
yeah, really something I would love to get into. Not even
Okay.
for the business part of it, but just to satisfy myself and produce what I want to produce and put it out there.
Okay. So since we're talking about the movie industry, today there was this press conference held by CFI, Cameroon Film Industry, because the government has passed a law saying they need to dissolve like organizations. They need to just have like one organization for each department of the entertainment world. And a lot of people are speaking up about it. Some people are for it, but a lot of who have seen are against it. So do you know about this, and what's your thought about all of this?
Um, Unfortunately, I didn't. I don't think I followed it.
Mm,
So I really will not have much to input on that.
mm.
But if you're asking if there should be a, what were you saying?
Just one
One,
one corporation representing the film industry, one representing, yeah.
yeah. Uh, I think so. I think so. I think it's a good idea.
Mm,
Uh, I think it's a good idea. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
I think it's a good idea having just one. Uh, because truth be told, anyways, truth be told, the movie industry and
mm,
even the music industry is not really backed by the government. I'll be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not. We don't get that much support from the government, especially for music.
Mm,
I know some people do get some support, stuff like that. Royalties, I don't know about royalties. From what I hear, it's horrible.
mm,
The situation is really horrible. So I'm thinking it's a good idea. If that is what the government wants, then
mm-hmm,
definitely it should be a good idea because I think through that channel, the government can finally be able to play its part in
mm,
supporting the film industry. Let's just say, okay, that's for the film industry. If the
mm-hmm,
government wants that, they should harmonize and come up with one association
mm-hmm,
that is going to represent the Cameroonian film industry. Okay,
mm,
CFI already. Then it's a good idea as long as the government is going to back them. Then it's good. They should gather, come up with one voice and channel their problems to the government rather than creating separate associations and trying to tackle
yeah.
individually. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for them to probably come up with one association and put out their problems through that particular voice. So it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm definitely for the unity coming together, but I think the issue which some of these corporations are, or associations are having, like CFI, the government
Mhm.
wants to go with the French association, so the association which represents the French movies, and make that the association which
Ah,
represent all the movies. So places like CFI association will be dissolved. So that's where the issue is coming up.
all right. Okay. I
Mm,
understand now. Yeah,
mm.
they no. That matter. That
Yeah,
matter. So we need not dialogue.
yeah, 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 yeah.
but what I think is maybe they dissolve both and they create one. As in they
Okay.
dissolve the French one, they dissolve
Mm-hmm.
the English one, and they create one. Like, okay, let's create something from scratch with French people and English people, rather than
Mm,
say, okay, let's take the French Association and make it the only one.
mm,
No, they should dissolve that one,
mm.
dissolve the CFI, and create a new one. I don't
Yeah.
know how they're gonna handle it. I think that's one way of doing
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully that works out. So, my next question to you is: do you see yourself being in front of the camera in future, like maybe being in
it.
movies, producing your own songs?
Ha! Which song? Ha! I beg. Nah, nah, not really, not really,
Okay, why
not
not?
really. I. It's just not my thing.
Uh huh.
I yeah, getting into movies. Nah, I really don't see that. It could
Mm,
happen, but not. It could happen just by chance, or maybe someone asked me for a favor and I accepted. But I don't see myself getting professional with it. Nah,
mm,
I see myself maybe cameoing in something.
mm.
Yeah, I can. I as well can produce a short of which I want to play a role in. Maybe yeah, that's cool, but not me. Uh, as in getting
Being
professional
the
with
lead
music.
actor.
There wasn't even music, so I don't know what's that.
But
What
remember, some
music?
time ago, you put up something on Facebook, I think, where you said artists are concentrating on TikTok. You're already going to the studio to do your own to produce your own album.
I don't change my mind. I don't
Oh,
change
you
my
don't change your
mind.
mind.
I enter studio, it's pass me.
Ah, okay.
Nah, nah.
Yeah, that's not for you.
Doing music is doing music is not. It's not. That's one thing I found out not to be my thing.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, and I don't see that being my thing anytime in the future. As in, I'm a, even if I want to do something that's so probably it's going to be for just for maybe some to create fun or something like that.
mm,
But unless myself don't enter studio to record song,
yeah.
keep myself so I can't produce song for people that they hear. For me,
Uh-huh.
so when I hear my voice, I know they like my voice. So just
Yeah. Okay. Okay. If that's your choice. So, my next question to you is, could you tell me like the top five videos which you have produced and you're really proud of? The top five that you're very proud of.
I'll probably not name the top five. Honestly, I'm
Mm.
just gonna name videos that come to my head when I think
Okay.
of yeah. Skitty Boy's Nangamboko video.
Mm-hmm.
I love that video very much
Mm.
because of the
Okay.
challenge we had. Yeah, the challenge we had and the result.
Mm.
So I think I love that video.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and course, Fupa Tapisi Madam.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's one. That's another one I love very much because, like, I love action.
Mm.
Yeah, I love action. So videos that give me that opportunity to express myself that well
Mm-hmm.
definitely always be in my head. Like, okay. I as well love Askia's Welcome for Quarter.
Okay.
That video was revolutionary because it gave the feedback I got from that video was immense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorites. Askia's Welcome for Quarter. What else can I? Might just leave off that three first. Might leave off that
Okay.
three. And the one that really come from my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
the next top is the top five music video directors in Cameroon.
All right. We not quite one into it or come for head, but I think Dong Tong Keng,
Mm-hmm.
Ada,
Mm-hmm.
Amak.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, it's not top five. I have like top 10.
Okay.
There's Keng,
Yeah.
Ada, Shamak,
Uh-huh.
the Cheque, NS Pictures.
Oh, Yeah.
Fabien Gemo,
Mm.
Choosy.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's like how many?
You have gone for episode 7 like that.
Let me
Yeah.
see. I know this. I won't forget some names. So. In Yaoundé,
Mm-hmm.
Kalash. Yeah, this guy in Yaoundé, Kalash.
Yeah.
Someone I appreciated I do appreciate his works. Yeah. There's who else? I need two more. Um,
No Dukong.
I saw this guy Yonka. Yonka is
Mm.
good too.
Mm.
Yes. Who else? I'm pretty sure I've forgotten the name. The
Mm.
name I've forgotten. I don't know I've forgotten the name, but I'm pretty sure I've forgotten the name. Anyways, more than for day for now. If I
Yeah.
remember I'm along with them, I will mention them, but I know someone forgets some names. So
Okay, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so now I want to talk a little bit about some of the challenges you face in the video directing world. What like
mhm.
your top two challenges you face as a video director?
All right, I think one of the challenges that I still find that as a challenge is the financing.
Mm,
Yeah, because you know, uh, at the end of the day, being a creator,
mm-hmm,
yeah, being a creator and realizing your creation has a couple of steps, you see. So sometimes you're thinking of creating,
mm-hmm,
but you face reality or reality strikes
mm-hmm,
when what you want to create, you are not you don't have the financing to create
mm-hmm,
yeah, you don't have the financing to be able to realize what you have in your mind. So
mm-hmm,
that's one of the major things I think still an issue right up to
mm,
this point. You think nah, this, but no, truly financing is still very much a problem in video production.
mm,
Yeah, so definitely financing. You might think of an idea. You might need
mm-hmm,
a maybe a particular kind of location, particular kind of equipment to realize it, but you don't have the proper financing to get it.
mm-hmm.
So that is definitely one of the limitations. And
Okay.
apart from financing, um, another limitation is anyway. I just mentioned it en passant.
Mm.
Equipment,
Yeah.
getting the right equipment to produce, and that's definitely still under financing.
Mm,
Yeah, it's still under financing because you might want to achieve a particular look or particular quality. I don't want to use the word quality,
mm,
but you might want to achieve something. You might have something in your head you want to achieve. That okay, probably you might need a particular camera to get it done, but you do not have access to that camera. You don't have the money to get that
mm,
camera.
mm-hmm.
So I'll just still put that under financing. So
Okay.
financing and another limitation, which I think is worth mentioning, is the fact that in Cameroon, people still do not um, people are not that friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are not that friendly as to wholeheartedly accepting the this whole production process. What I mean is, you know, sometimes you want to achieve something, all right? You want to achieve something, and you're like, okay, good. I will need this thing. Maybe I need the motor. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
need the house. Maybe I need this one. I need this one. And due to the fact that you're not the one having all that, you need to approach people and try to ask them to help you have
Mm-hmm.
access to maybe their cars, houses, this, that, whatever. And people like a lot. I've come across a lot of people do not. They don't. They do not appreciate. I don't think I'll use the word appreciate. They
Okay.
do not appreciate this whole video shooting kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, they don't
I
value
want to
it.
use their front, I want to use their front of a shoot of it. No, 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 I beg, no, no, I can't do that. That's no, I can't do that.
Mm.
I want to use their place for no, 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 I don't like, I don't want, I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. So, that's another challenge we face on a daily,
Mm.
getting getting making people acquainted to the whole process of video production. There
Okay.
are definitely some people you meet that are very, very okay. They're excited. Some of them will even say, "Hey, hey, you know, even put me for their video."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people that way, but still, there are still a whole lot that are still the Thai grass, the strong
Mm-hmm.
heads who accept them.
Yeah.
So that's another challenge that we face on a daily.
Okay. Okay. So, what
Mm.
about your working relationship with like artists or the makeup artist, the designer? Do you have like challenges working with like the human side of the whole video shooting well?
Not necessarily, because or at least one has gotten to a point where we do we you already have that trust. You see,
Mm.
you already have that trust. So that friction or that strain
Mm-hmm.
is not really there. I'm having a team. I have a team I work with,
Mm-hmm.
which team I've been working with for years. So those stages I can say have already been bypassed. I have a
Okay.
makeup artist. I have people that do this, light technician, this, that, and all that. So
Mm.
that that strangeness,
Mm.
that unfamiliarity is still is really not there anymore. You see,
Mm.
and the only challenge you could say is okay, maybe you're meeting a new artist
Mm-hmm.
and you connect. But the point is when you meet a new person, just even before you guys get to start production, you can connect with them and reduce that friction that can be when you're producing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I think with experience I've had from the past, I've been able to avoid some of that. But
Okay.
still, at the end of the day, that's there might be a few you. I don't know if I won't say you end up don't getting along with.
Mm.
I'm not really gonna say that because it's truly not the case. There is
Mm-hmm.
always a compromise somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's how it is. It is always getting to a point where everybody is comfortable.
Mm.
So you can get on set and you guys argue. Yeah, sure does happen sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can argue, but at the end of the day, you have a project you want to realize. The project is as much your project as mine.
Mm-hmm.
So you come to a compromise and understand that okay, whatever would they do, nothing way, it needs for me to make the project go for front.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we need for compromise and move on with the project. So that's just basically it.
Okay, okay. So, but you say right now you have a team you work with and things are going easy. Now, let's see,
Mhm.
back in time where you didn't have a team, where you just started your career, who used to
Mhm.
help you hold the lights? Do you used to call your friends? Like, how did that used to happen?
All right. Yeah, okay. Uh, that was like back in, I think I actually got my own team around 2000 and I started building the team bit
Mm,
by bit with my friends and all that. And I think around 2015,
mm-hmm,
yeah, by 2015, if I'm not mistaken, 2016, I had already a solid team and
mm,
everything. But before that, it was not easy.
okay.
Yeah, because I remember back then I had this one friend. His name is Cyril.
Mm,
Yeah. So that guy, when I started, especially when I started uh, getting into Douala, Douala
mm,
was doing like I had I had no idea how Douala worked, knew
mm,
nothing about Douala other than there's always that point in your career you need to face your fears and you need to take steps and all that. So when I started getting into Douala, I remember I had a friend, a director as well. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it's Shamak or another director, which we discuss on the regular. So well, I remember at one point of time when I wanted to do a shoot in Douala, I needed. All right, I think it's yeah. I think I remember now.
Mm.
That video, the video where I told you about, the video which I was kind of well paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I wanted to shoot that video, yeah, I remember I needed a
Mm.
crane, the camera go up some long iron, so you surely know. So I
Mm-hmm.
needed that, so I talked to one of my friends, and he gave me the contact of a friend of his who was having a crane and was very good at handling it. So that's how I got to know that guy, Abe
Mm-hmm.
Cyril, and when when I started getting into the market, most of my projects I was doing, I always made sure I call him because he was somebody I would say he had more experience than me.
Mm.
He is more freelance kind of person. He's not too much of a team person per
Yeah.
se, which
Yeah.
means you have work, call for him and he works. So he's not stuck to one team, which gave him a lot of experience because he had worked with almost all the good directors that were in Douala, maybe even Yaoundé by then.
Mm.
Yeah, he had worked on their sets because you call for him, all right, I need a crane, I need a dolly, I need this, I need that, and he's going to come and probably take part in the whole shoot. And so when I started working, when I worked with him for the first time, I knew that he had I could say he had a lot of experience.
Mm.
Yeah, and thing is, he did not only end at the level of him bringing his equipment and using his equipment. He was as well helping even in the directing. Was like, okay, hey, no, let's talk about no, no, the
Mm.
arrangement part. So when I was working with those French guys for the first
Yeah.
time, when I was not even that good at French, so he was helping a lot with the communication and all that. So that's how it was from 2000, even earlier, not even taking into consideration the 2014, even earlier when I had projects to do, I definitely brought people in or just came to sets when before I had my own camera. I wasn't really
Mm-hmm.
doing much of video shooting and directing. I was good with the camera. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's when I had my own camera. Yeah. It's when I had my own camera. That's when I fully went into video directing. But what I
Mm-hmm.
was doing first was more of video editing. So
Mm-hmm.
you would shoot a video and bring it to me to edit. You
Yeah.
see? Yeah, so that's how I started. I did not start as a video director, no. I
Mm-hmm.
directed my own funny stuff, my own random stuff, but
Yeah.
I did not start as okay, can direct my video, can shoot my video. No, that's how I
Mm-hmm.
started. I started as an editor. I was good at editing. That's the first skill I worked on,
Mastered.
editing.
Yeah.
Is
Mm-hmm.
one of the most important. So I was very good at editing. And
Mm.
you being good at editing gives you now an advantage when you're shooting because when you're shooting, you know this is how you're going to edit. You
Mm-hmm.
see, when you're directing, you know this
Mm.
is how you're going to edit. So
Mm-hmm.
already that being a good editor gave me that eye for good images, good angles, and all that. So it made my transition into video directing a little easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so started off as an editor. Yeah,
Okay.
and when I was showing, my friends had video projects. Sometimes we just shoot it and say, Adrenaline, we don't shoot it in. I want to edit them. And the guy who directed it would sit down by my side and say,
Mm.
okay, put the image, put the image for here, and do so, do so, do. That's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so around 2010, that's when I started handling the camera myself.
Mm-hmm.
I handled the camera for like two years. After I think 2011, then 2012, I got my own camera, and then I started handling all my own projects. As in,
Yeah.
okay, place my camera, tell you me you do so when I finish, I go edit that. So that's really much how I started. I was alone. most of the time, since I was working on people's projects, they already had their friends that would help them carry
Mm.
things up and down. I also put that lighting. Sometimes I'll help with the lighting and all that. So that's how I started. And when I I'm worth mentioning as well. There's this guy IKP.
Okay.
When I did projects in Boya, that's the guy I mostly worked with. That's the guy I mostly
Mm.
connected with. Because he as well had a crane. But when I had to move the projects to Douala, that's when I got in touch with the other guy, Abesiri. But when I was mostly working here in Boya, I had that friend of mine, IKP, which I would mostly call for him when I'm having project because he as well he had been a cameraman for a while
Mm.
and had that experience as well.
Okay.
So that's how I worked before finally building my own team,
Mm.
getting my own equipment and all that.
Okay. Just curious, what was your first editing software?
As in first, it should be Movie Maker.
Okay.
For people
Okay.
the way they know,
Yeah.
for people the way they know, Movie
Okay.
Maker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Movie Maker. After Movie Maker, I moved to Sony Vegas.
Okay.
hmm After Sony Vegas, then I moved to Premiere, and I've been with Premiere for as long as I can remember.
Okay. Now, I remember when Tzy Panchak tweeted about the 100K video, he also mentioned we almost got more that on set because we used some people, their girlfriend, as video vixen. Did that used to happen often? Does it still happen? What the situation like?
Yeah, that kind of falls under the part where it says some people are still that not appreciative of that whole video production thing. Just
Mm,
like using actors, people's friends, and all that. It still happens, not
mm,
that often, not even often at all, not even,
okay.
but it still happens. There are still those imprévus things you don't plan for. They still
Mm,
do happen. Yeah.
okay. So, one of my final questions to you is, what advice do you have for people who see you as a role model and want to get into the video editing, video production world?
Mm, I can start with the most important.
Mm,
Uh, do have a passion.
mm-hmm,
You have a passion for it. I think if you don't have that passion, you might not survive.
mm,
Yeah, if you don't have that passion for what you do, you might not survive because truly, I remember some points in the day where you feel like for give up. Yeah,
yeah.
but not just the fact say you love what you do and you just strive to get better, and then it keep you may continue for the work. So I'll definitely start with passion.
Mm,
If you don't have the passion, then you're going to find it difficult, maybe boring.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, because you need to learn. Mm, I'm not sure if I schooled in the day, but I think you yourself you need for be willing to learn.
mm-hmm,
You need to be willing to learn for be able for cope. Yeah, so I'll
mm-hmm.
start with the passion. After the passion, now you get the next one in hard work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the passion as well, the drive, the hard work, but you need it means you know mention hard work. You need for work hard. Yeah, you need for work hard, especially if you want to be competitive. You need
Mm-hmm,
for work hard. You need for think out of the box.
mm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You need to work hard. You need to get that passion, and you need to be dedicated
Mm,
to what you're doing. Yeah, and never settle. Never think you've made it. Always set new goals. Whenever you achieve, you set new goals.
mm,
Yeah. Sometimes the goals and I say you want to get equipment. Sometimes I say you want to produce some kind of effect. You want to produce some kind of video and all that. When you don't do that
mm,
one, when you don't set new goals and then
mm-hmm,
find the opportunity for this thing for how do you call it? For express yourself
mm-hmm,
and right into or talk and say should be told your whatever project where you do that project like say now the project that way you go put it for outside
mm-hmm,
the project that way you will change their story from 10,000 to 100,000, from 100,000 to 1 million to 10 million. Always
Mm-hmm.
put that for your mind because if you keep down back it will make me always want to good and good work. It's
Mm-hmm.
I thought good work need behind.
Yeah.
No matter how long it take, good work will always find a way out. So yeah, that's one more thing. And
Okay.
so that one lesson that's something I posted on that the post I did with that camera. I said
Mm-hmm.
as a video director, especially if you just start, find find way for get your equipment. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because now when you get your equipment, where you get that freedom for create.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for saying you be able to shoot good videos, you need to know how to use camera. For saving enough to use camera, you need camera for your hand to be
Mm-hmm.
able to know how to use camera. Yeah, so like I really talk say, I rent camera for almost 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
6 years before I want start, before I want get my own camera, I begin to rent camera. And the truth I say, I don't remember the day where I rent camera. Say I want to take that camera for go learn. Say I want
Yeah.
rent the camera. Go touch. Most of the time I did not have that money. I could not
Mm-hmm.
have the luxury of renting a camera to go and learn it. You see, I could only remove money from maybe a project that was given to me to go and get equipment. So just the whole idea for get your own equipment will be very, very important. Because when you get your equipment, you get that freedom now for create as you like. Maybe say you she done, you want to see some place they call you say, hey, 6 o'clock already, you should tell you can't give my camera for
Yeah.
6 o'clock. Why you can't give my camera? This is how you did. Hey, now you didn't have for set now, you dey sweat, you dey
Mm.
hairy. If I start for a quick moment, shoot it, the one can't take that's it. You know, if you
Mm.
be free. Yeah, that's not happen for me plenty time. I don't fight with people they get equipment where the cars off camera way
Wow.
yeah, it don't happen like so. I think that's something which is very important. Being
Mm.
able to have your own equipment, yeah, it'd
Mm-hmm.
be very important. I would say even the bad as a bad, and also phone in the day where they produce
Yeah.
very very amazing images. Then I don't do
Mm-hmm.
things that will phone they will don't see and never knows I'll be using a phone to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is something. So if truly you get a passion for one do it way you want them, if you get anything for your hand, you will use it. No
Mm-hmm.
more wait till you don't get that red or that RE camera for
Mm.
25 million, that lens for 10 million before you
Mm.
start produce content. If you get a passion for produce content, you take even your phone. Think people don't do out their phone them. They get to levels and way people the way they don't use kind by kind camera they the outside don't do and they never still reach there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you know to underestimate any working tool you get them, but just get a working tool if you use and express yourself.
Okay. You spoke about working hard. How many hours would you say you work per day?
Hmm. How many hours? It's not like I'm counting,
Mm.
but
An estimate.
the, anyways, what I can say is this: when you
Mm.
say how many hours I work, you know, say I get plenty work. You understand
Mm.
now? Yeah. What I normally I direct. You see,
Mm-hmm.
I shoot
Mm.
and I edit. Now the treating in that way they do most of the time.
Mm.
Yeah, but apart from that, I write scripts them. 90% or 95% of the music videos I do, I'm the one who draft do the scripts,
Mm.
scenarios, and all that. So like the different factors of production in that, like different
Mm.
work in that. So you have to say how many time I work for one day. I'm not really determined because I can just say the work alternates between sometimes just sitting and thinking of how to realize a song, or sitting listening to a song and thinking of a scenario,
Mm.
or you should done the edit, or
Mm.
you did on set you the shoot. You
Mm.
understand? Yeah, like maybe if you ask me, say, all right, how many hours you use to shoot a music video? All right, good. I feel
Mm-hmm.
technically answer that one.
Mm.
On average, on average, like 2 days.
Mm.
Sorry, yes, on average 2 days. So sometimes it could be a day, sometimes 2 days. So maximum 2 days
Yeah.
for shoot a music video. Yeah, when you have prepared and you're prepared well. No be you know mean say you just because you just shoot the video for 2 days.
Yeah.
You don't have to do months and months of preparation, rehearsals, the location scouting, this that. There's a lot that involves the preparation that makes you able to get it done in 2 days.
Mm.
Or you know mean say no just mean 2 days we use it to work. If you don't
Mm.
you work on that project for close to a month, then I can realize that for inside 2 days, but the shooting, yeah, you get 2 days and the shooting should be done. Sometimes I can do
Okay.
it in a day, sometimes in 2 days. And the number of hours we will be on set, it varies. Sometimes we will be on set for like 12 hours.
Mm.
Sometimes when we are on deadlines or depending on how the scenes that they go, sometimes they will be on set for up to 48 hours. As in, we shoot day scenes then
Mm.
for night. We shoot night scenes then. Sometimes they
Mm-hmm.
finish shoot night scene for around that kind. I remember I posted one time on my page. We finished shooting around 7 in the morning,
Mm.
and basically, now we just gather equipment and come on go now for your next location. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
has happened to me a lot of times. A lot of times that I spent 24, sorry, 48 hours on set. As in, you
Mm-hmm.
come out this scene. You don't, since you don't already book your locations, say
Mm-hmm.
between this time and this time on this particular day, you shoot now for a year. So you come out for a year, you don't get maybe times of when rest,
Mm-hmm.
especially when these night shots and the night shots and they always sometimes go deep into the night and all that. So if you come
Yeah.
out for one set, come on you know if you go see no, you go sleep. If you go sleep, then we don't give for some location, they already born. So you need to
Mm.
come out, so maybe do some small one or two things, drive to go next location, continue shoot, stay once you shoot the entire game inside night.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's pretty much how it works.
Mm.
Then after that, editing, so that's in editing
Another
to
story.
as in my music videos. At first, I remember at first when I started when I started shooting videos and editing. I remember I took 3 months to edit one video. Three
Oh.
months, I said, yeah, like working averagely, let's say editing averagely,
Mm.
6 7 hours
Mm-hmm.
months per day.
Mm.
Must say 6 7 hours, maybe because that time I know I became mixed and so school. So I know
Mm-hmm.
inside 1 week, I feel work like maybe like 4 days for editing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they wait now later I come back from school, so you must done edit stay morning, wake up. So on average, I remember I used to take about 3 months
Mm.
edit one video. Like honestly, working, no, you can say you just take and keep up. Like
Mm-hmm.
working, since I taking 3 months to edit one music video. And by that time, I know get a good computer. So you
Mm-hmm.
cut one image, now so the title, it is slow, you want to render video show you say you need to take 24 hours to render video
Oh.
and all that. So I I took like 3 months. I remember so especially on particular video and if you look my channel, I guess on video there will be one for 2009.
Mm.
Uh Overdose, some group they be overdose. I be shoot that
Mm-hmm.
one or green screen, one move background. I think the worst
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that green screen video now been the worst. That thing took time.
Yeah.
And I wonder I think I booked some video for 3 months continuously. Change
Mm-hmm.
background, do so. So that's how it was. But now on average, if I'm focused, I use a day to
Mm.
finish a music video editor
Wow.
or 2 days maximum. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
the evolution really I
Mm-hmm.
won't miss when I don't think about that. I really see that how much I've evolved, like from using 3 months to produce a video
One
to
day.
using the video in like if I'm serious, I've used one day editing a music
Mm.
video. Yeah, because you already when you spend when you don't shoot up, and you shoot up, you already know the
Mm-hmm.
scenes the way you don't shoot up. You know it should be one time. So when you go for
Mm.
Google Edit, it's not that stressful anymore, and you get the skills then or get that editing done within a short period of time. So
Mm.
that's
Okay.
how it is.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for accepting to do this interview.
Hey, my people. I'm Mr. Adrenaline Director. You guys stay tuned to Chakara TV. You already know. Hit that subscribe button, even that notification bell. Yeah,
Mm.
so you don't miss anything from Chakara TV. Peace. Check up, check up, check up, check up.